It's car boot season. So today I went and I visited the local one to me in New Smithfield and picked up a bunch of interesting things. We'll get the non-model related ones out of the way first, starting with this. When I saw it, you might not be able to see on screen, there's bits of old newspaper sticking out of it. So it was clearly a scrapbook, which intrigued me right from the start. And then I opened it, and it's Whitehaven Rugby League Football Club. I know nothing about rugby, league or union, but Whitehaven is just down the road from where I grew up. So I had to, really. And there's a lot of Whitehaven RLFC related cuttings. Dating back to the 1940s and 50s. Let me see, I saw a date on one of these. Yep, October 7th, 1948. So late 40s, presumably into the 50s, because there seems to be paper going back quite a long way. Also of interest is, don't know what it's been put into. There are plates in here, illustrations, the Baron's Hall at Christmas, this one. And anyway, so yeah, this goes on, goes back, keeps going. So, yeah, 1949. And then we've got pages like this where nothing's been glued in, and you've got a People's Gallery of Engravings, the Festival of Moharram. Might have to dig a little deeper and see if I can find out what the book is. But happy days. So I'll see if Whitehaven Rugby League Football Club wants it, because it would be a shame to see it go to waste. So that is cool, and that I had to buy because it relates back to my childhood and back to my family home. Other stuff ties into my love of vintage tools. This is probably not going in the toolkit because I have no idea what you could possibly use it for. Combination spanner. Doesn't seem to have the sizes on it, but I'm presuming it's Imperial. It's just, I just love them. And this ruler folds out to 2 feet. Clearly it's seen better days. It's nice on the inside where it's all folded in on. But this is, I may just spend some time just cleaning it up, getting the brass to shine a little and a bit more, take the worst of the grime off the wood. I have a thing for old rusty tins, and I gave in today and just picked some up. So this is, don't know if you can see it on there, John Players and Sons tobacco, old tobacco tin. Very nice. Get the wire wool on it and clean it off, and That'll look really nice. And this one, Intel twist drills, tools made in Sheffield, England. And I couldn't get it open. So I had to spend the 50p to buy it, just to find out what's inside. There is something inside. I'm going to have to hit it with some of this, which is really isn't trying to be WD-40. No, it isn't, honest. Get that in there, and hopefully the lid will come off. Hang around to the end of the video. If I can get the lid off, I'll stick a bit on the end, showing what's inside. So that brings us to the models, which I'm actually going to open up and unbox and have a closer look at. Airfix railway system, 20-ton BR 20-ton guards van. I don't have a layout. I don't know what I'm going to do with this exactly. It'll probably end up in a diorama sitting at the end of a line that's no longer open. But again, I saw it and it's still in its box. I mean, the box has seen better days, but it's still in its box. So I had to have it. And next up, in ascending order, are the stars of the show for me today. All bought from the same stall. This one's still sellotape closed, so presumably the Infantry are still in there. Italy, World War II, British Infantry in 70-second scale. Don't know what I'm going to use them for. Again, like the guards van, but yep. Bunch of figures, still on the sprues. Definitely will find a use for those. That is cool. Next up, Trumpeter Strv103cmbt. I haven't got a clue what that is. Probably tells me somewhere on the pack. There you go. The S-tank was a Swedish main battle tank. It was known for its unconventional turretless design. So 1970s through to the 1990s. And I did not pay £8 for it. In fact, I paid £5 for this, the Infantry, and the next model to come out. So this looks to be complete and unstarted. Most likely, this is going to provide me with greeblies rather than anything else, because I'm not an armour modeller, but there are some interesting bits and textures and stuff in here. So that's cool. And finally, star of the show, Ecto 1, which is not in a very happy state. I couldn't get it open, much like the tin. I couldn't get it open when whilst at the car boot, but I had to have it just because hopefully I can rescue it. So let's see. Right, very carefully. Very carefully he says, almost tearing it in two. There we go. Ghostbusters Ecto 1A, even. Here's your instructions. You can build it as Ecto 1 or Ecto 1A. So presumably Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. The big fear with the box being caved in like that is that one of the larger parts has been damaged. Looks like it's been opened because I presume that's where they go in there, because these bags have been opened and emptied. There's the interior. I think somebody started on the interior by the looks of it. The dashboard's glued in. Oh no, the dashboard's just put in place, not glued in yet. And steering wheel and some other bits have been taken off the sprue. And here's the important bit. Is the body in one piece still? Certainly looks like it. Chassis, body seems to be okay, doesn't seem to be any warping. So it looks like it survived. So, Ecto 1 is one of those models that I've, thought maybe one day I'd buy it and make it. Or there are a few resin body kits out there that I believe that I can fit to this and work with. But either way, £5 for the 3 models for £1 something. This is a good value Ecto 1. So for now, it's all going back in the box, and I'm straightening the box up a bit, and then the box is going into the stash. So you may see Ecto 1 some point in the future, when I remember I've got it and I dig it out for a project. All in all, a very satisfying trip to the car boot sale. I'll be doing more of these over the summer. Don't know if I can beat this though. This is really good find. Oh, that's what I didn't see. The one thing that seems to be missing are the transfers, which is a minor thing. Again, there's probably aftermarket ones, or I may be looking to see if Jimmy Flintstone or one of the other resin body makers has got something interesting to put on this chassis. Still a very good find. Bonus footage. This opened up quite easily once I had a screwdriver to do a little bit of leverage. And inside, like it says in the box, drills and some bonus bits.